Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl, and here we are looking at the High Elves as part of our faction focus for Warhammer The Old World. We're in our final episode in our series of videos where we look at the High Elves, how they played in the 8th edition and how they might play in Warhammer The Old World. We're on to legendary heroes. We've done everything else. We're doing this for the sake of completeness. We've no idea if these heroes will be in the Old World or not, though they were very much alive in most cases. So let's see. There are only 2, so let's see what we've got as legendary heroes for the High Elves. First up, Corhill, Captain of the White Lions. So when the captain of the White Lions was killed by Urian Poisonblade, it was Corhill who was chosen to replace him. Corhill first became famous when he killed Chirandis, which was a ferocious great lion who was mutated by chaos, and many had tried, and he was the first to do so. He was immediately offered a place in the White Lions, which had only happened twice before to such a young warrior. Corhill, however, was badly mauled when confronting Morek the Black's Manticore. He eventually slew that Manticore, despite taking huge wounds at the Battle of Torreca, and he passed out soon afterwards. He's known for his strength, however, he's no lumbering warrior. His quick reflexes combined with fierce loyalty to the Phoenix King. So Corhill there, as you'd expect from such a warrior, high weapon skill, ballistic skill, initiative and leadership. He's got hand weapons and heavy armor. He has a chail, which is the magic weapon. It's +2 strength, it's killing blow, and it does come as paired with his hand weapon. He also has the Pelt of Chirandis, which is +1 armor save for close combat attacks, +2 armor save for non-magical shooting, and poisoned attacks cannot auto-wound him. So in close combat, he's getting a 4+ armor save, and he's getting a 3+ armor save from non-magical shooting. Not bad. He can be put on a White Lion chariot. He does come with Forest Strider and Stubborn, the same as the White Lions that we saw in our special part of the roster. So Corhill, it was actually often seen on the tabletop if you were going into a large unit of White Lions, both for the theming but also for the fact he's a decent melee hero with the same abilities. He's reasonably durable. He's the same points cost as a prince, and is a good example of a legendary hero that's focused on one thing with magic items and special rules that synergize for a reasonable points cost. You know, the magic items gives him some durability, gives him some killing. That's his job, is to get in melee combat. He works, say, well with the unit of White Lions because he's got the same special rules as them. Even the model looks pretty good, you know, and, you know, you can clearly see him when you put him in a unit of White Lions. He stands out. So overall, yeah, you know, if you were going into White Lions, Corhill would definitely be staring you in the face going, I really want to take this guy. So yeah, definitely a good choice and a good example of kind of how it should be done with these legendary lords and heroes. Next up, and the final entry in our entire roster and our series of videos, is Caradrian, the captain of the Phoenix Guard. He was an arrogant youth, handsome, rich, powerful, and conceited, and was the archetype of the jaded high elf aristocrat. However, his life changed after a pilgrimage to the Shrine of Azurian, where he broke into the Chamber of Days. Now, what he witnessed in there, nobody actually knows, but when he emerged a changed man with the glowing rune of Azurian on his forehead. He then gave up all his worldly possessions and took the vows of the Phoenix Guard. Eventually, Azurian marked him out to be captain of the Phoenix Guard, and he now rides Ashtari, the oldest and wisest of the Phoenixes, who has unswerving loyalty to him since he saved his life at the Battle of Finuvial Plain against the Black Dragon Korzarandar. Right, so Caradrian then, let's look at the last unit here. So high weapon skill, ballistic skill, initiative and leadership. His low stats of strength, toughness and wounds are boosted if he does ride his Phoenix. He's got heavy armor and he has the Phoenix Blade, which gives him +1 strength, flaming attacks and multiple wounds D3. On top of his usual high elf rules, he gets the a magic resistance of 1. He gets the Mark of Azurian, which if he's killed, the unit that killed him immediately suffers D3 wounds with no armor save. He gets Fear, and he gets Witness to Destiny, which is that 4+ ward save. So he fits nicely in a unit of Phoenix Guard, as you'd imagine, as the captain of the Phoenix Guard. The next set of rules he gets if he's riding Ashtari, which is the which is a Frostheart Phoenix. So it's the same rules we saw earlier for a Frostheart Phoenix. So that can make him quite a beast. He's no slouch in combat. With his 4+ ward save, and we know that a Frostheart Phoenix is also no slouch in combat, so that is definitely an option. But as a legendary hero, he's seen in the same vein as Corhill, often seen in the tabletop, but generally if a large unit Phoenix Guard was present, he was rarely seen on the Phoenix, mainly because of the points cost and flexibility. So you put the points cost, it really hammers then the Lords and Heroes category. You get the durability benefits of keeping them separate as well. If you lose them while he's riding the Phoenix, you lose both. If he's in a unit of Phoenix Guard and you lose the Phoenix, you've still got Caradrian. He adds that bit extra bite to the Phoenix Guard as well, which is quite nice. And I hope that both Corhill and Caradrian, are good examples for Warhammer The Old World of how to do legendary lords and heroes, which is we want them on the tabletop without being ridiculously broken that you have to take them, but you also don't want them ridiculously overcosted for what they do. And I felt with if we take a look at the legendary lords that we looked at, a lot of them, so many of their rules are so situational or one use only for a ridiculously high points cost. That just doesn't make sense. Whereas Corhill and Caradrian were great examples of potentially how it should be done to make them usable, a reasonable points cost, good at doing what they need to do, magic items that synergize with what they're supposed to be doing, and make it a valid choice of paying that slight premium over a generic lord or hero in the roster. And there we go, guys. That brings us to the end of our series for the High Elves faction focus. Stay tuned for more. There will be more coming. Vampire counts. Bretonnians are definitely in my mind's eye, and we may see Bretonnians next. I do like Bretonnians. I've got a pretty large army of Bretonnians, plus with the recent announcement. So yeah, I think that might well be our next series. But these videos do take quite a long while to do, so I will try and get it done as soon as I can. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comments down below. If you want to see more though, please hit the subscribe button. It's so important and it's totally free, so please do so. It means such a lot to me, so thank you for that in advance. You've been watching The Ghost Hour. Tune back in for some more of our first play videos, the Old World videos, our Total Warhammer videos, and some of our live stream series as well.